your head? What were you, who were you calling? Were you worried?
I thought it was one of those things where, okay, I like your music, but don't call us, we'll call you. One of those things, and I was like, okay, maybe I lost this shot again or whatever. Because it was my first time auditioning, so. And I was just waiting. It felt like a lot longer than 2 months.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Yeah, but when he called me back, that phone call, I still remember that feeling.
Yeah? What was the call? Hey!
He was like, do you remember me? I was like, of course,
I've been waiting 2 months. 2 months.
And he was like, well, I got everything straight business-wise, so let's start recording. And Uptown, they record so fast. Yeah. I mean, we did the whole album in about 1 month, and it was 17 songs,
17 songs? Because everyone's so good and real and professional, huh? Is what we see.
Well, I mean, I'd like to think of it like that, but I mean, business-wise, timing and all that, I mean, there's a lot of angles to it, so.
So, in your first recordings, what are your partakes in the Uptown part when you went in there? And I mean, these guys have been doing it for a while. You come in here, hey, I'm the new guy,
Well, actually, everybody was new.
Oh, okay.
I mean, so that was less,
That's true.
It was less hard on me because, I mean, if I had the original members there, it would have been like, okay, I have a large area to fill, but since everybody was new, everybody was nervous like I was and looking forward to the next project or whatever. So
at the time when you came in, that's when Tasha.
Well, Tasha, you know what? She actually left.
Tasha in Korea, we say Yoonmi-dae, right?
Yeah. She, I'm a big fan of her, by the way. But,
yeah, she's awesome.
She had left the group like 5 years before I even heard of Uptown. So,
and then Jessica H.O. was in there way before you. That's how,
And I mean, I don't know what happened, but by the time he gave me the phone call, I guess he had reorganized the whole group. Jessica was out of the group. Everybody was new, and the only original member was Chung Hyun-jun.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So, but you remember him?
Of course, yeah.
Wow. So everyone knew. So you're all in there new. Okay. So what? You go into is it your first recording studio that you went into?
Oh, no. I've been recording all my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean with them together as a group.
Oh, yeah.
As Uptown.
Well,
now.
after that, as an Uptown member, that was the first time.
Yeah. So you went into the recording studio together. So tell us, take us back to that day, that first day in the recording studio.
Okay, to every rapper out there.
Yeah. Here it is. Go ahead. To every rapper out there. Go ahead.
I personally thought I was an okay rapper. I had my style, worked on it for a long time. Now, what had happened was I went into Uptown and I had to switch the whole style up. They wanted a slower version of me, deeper voice version of me. And lyric-wise, I had to change the whole script. So it was a new experience for me. And I mean, it was a learning experience, but it was a new one,
Oh my goodness! And then you have to memorize that, how it's changed, and it might be awkward for you.
It was very awkward. It took me a while to adapt to it, but that's what took the longest. Once I adapted to the style that they wanted, it was smooth sailing from there.
Wow! How were you able to do that?
Years of practice, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, because you were used to your own way, and then they said, do it this way.
I mean, it's like that with a lot of labels. You can go in with your style, but they want a different style from you. I guess you just have to adapt, be on the spot, just adapt to everything. And I tried, stayed up a lot, and kept writing, kept working with my voice, recording my voice, listened to my voice and see what sounded good and what didn't, and took out what didn't sound good and worked on what sounded good, and I guess that's how I ended up with this Uptown style.
That's what makes you a professional. No, really, because you want to get it right for what they're wanting too. And so you're working hard at it all nights, and these are things that people don't see. And you're working late nights, not sleeping, and I know our hours are sleeping.
Oh, I love sleep.
But you're working, so this is considering you not as an amateur out there, you are a professional, so you're trying to please a lot of people.
Of course, and I mean, the name Uptown, I had to fill in a wide space, and I didn't want to upset the fans because I know they were going to look forward to it once we, since Uptown was such a professional group, and I didn't want to disappoint the fans, so I had to work at it.
Wow. Now, no, I just want to say, high five to that. No, and then this is, how we're here talking with you, because we want to know, what you did, what were your, partakes. So, What was one of those songs that you remembered the most, or you worked hardest, or your favorite in the time when you were in Uptown? Or if you have many, go ahead and name them.
Well, actually, one sticks to mind. Hooky.
Hooky.
That was the title song of the first New Era album where I participated with the first Uptown album. Now, the reason why that sticks in my mind is because I had to write the verse, like, not even exaggerating, like 16 times. I mean, start from scratch, erase it, start over, yeah.
And about the 10th time, you're like, okay.
I mean, you work with one beat for so long, you just start running out of words, you know, because everything was getting rejected, and yeah, I guess practice makes perfect.
So what is it like? About 10th? Oh no, 이거 아니야, 이거 아니야. Do it again, do it again. How did you keep this momentum of I got to do it again? You know?
It's Uptown. This is your shot. Let's get mainstream with it. So I mean, that's pretty what motivated me. So I mean, I tried hard and hard, and I don't know if he gave up, but he accepted it. You know.
There's a thing. Wow, Michael's losing weight. I got okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 16th time he accepted it. Do you still remember parts of this Hooky that you wrote and did?
You know what? To tell you the truth, I performed the song so many times, but I wrote so many different versions that no, I don't remember it. I don't know which one you know.
If it was your choice now, do you remember the version you wanted to keep it at?
There was actually a couple of them. I like rapping very fast and powerful, but he wanted more of that laid back, deep voice, you know. So
slow the rap down, you know.
It took me a while to adapt to that style, but yeah, you know.
Do you remember like the way you wanted to do it? I want to say
I wanted to be powerful, like come up, da 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 da, you know, but it wasn't acceptable, so I get it.
Too powerful.
Yeah. And he said that's not really the image he wants to go with Uptown because it's supposed to be laid back or whatever.
So how did you then your child change it up in terms of what we heard?
But I mean, you asked me before what motivated me. It wasn't only me that was getting my verses rejected. I saw everybody doing it. That's actually what helped me a lot, my members, you know.
Wow, you know, this is actually a good tip right here. I want you to talk to, you know, our viewers about people who also take it to, they really want something and they really want to do it well. And a lot of our viewers are English, you know, learners, right? So years and years of trying to get the English, you know, to this level too. So yeah, tell them, you know, what you went through and how you stuck through with it. Please share with us.
Well, one thing I can tell you guys is no matter what you try to prepare for, not only in the music industry, but life will throw you a curveball in. It's the faster you can adapt to it, the better. I mean, that's the only tip I think I can give you guys.
That's incredible. Actually, I'm going to take a little shooting star moment here. Michael says, life will throw you a curveball. So life will throw you a curveball, meaning sometimes we